Jeffrey Epstein was not a celebrity. He was not a politician, yet his name became connected to some of the most powerful people in the world. Born in 1953, Epstein began his career as a teacher before entering finance, eventually presenting himself as a wealthy investor with exclusive access to elite circles. By the late 1990s, Epstein owned multiple properties, including a mansion in Manhattan and a private island. His lifestyle raised questions. His wealth was opaque. In 2005, allegations led to a police investigation in Florida. In 2019, federal prosecutors arrested Epstein on sex trafficking charges. On August 10, 2019, he was found unresponsive in his cell. The official ruling: suicide by hanging. Multiple failures were later acknowledged by the U.S. Department of Justice. Guards failed to conduct checks. Cameras malfunctioned. The Epstein case is defined by documentation, court records, and government reports. What remains unresolved is how systemic failures allowed it to happen. Over the years, court records, flight logs, and sworn testimony began to reveal the scope of Jeffrey Epstein's social network. His name became associated with extremely influential figures from the political, financial, academic, and media spheres, not as convicted individuals, but as contacts, guests, or acquaintances. According to official records, among the names cited in documents and investigative reporting are Bill Clinton, former president of the United States, mentioned in flight records of Epstein's private jet. Clinton has publicly stated that he had no knowledge of any crimes and denied any illegal involvement. Donald Trump, former president of the United States, who socialized with Epstein in the 1990s. Records indicate that the relationship later ended. No criminal charges were filed against him in the Epstein case. Prince Andrei, a member of the British royal family, cited in civil testimony. The prince denied the allegations and reached an out-of-court settlement in 2022 without an admission of guilt. Ghislaine Maxwell, a close associate of Epstein, who in 2021 was convicted of assisting in the recruitment and abuse of minors to date, the only person directly held criminally responsible within the core of the case. Business executives, bankers, and academics whose names appear in address books, phone records, and events attended by Epstein, according to publicly released documents, many of whom were never formally accused. These connections raised a central question. How did a man without a clear public history of major business success gain such broad access to global elites for decades? Another crucial element involved the so-called flight logs, records of trips made by Epstein's private aircraft. Dubbed by the media the Lolita Express, these documents confirm travel routes and passenger names, but do not prove criminal activity and are often misinterpreted when taken out of context. Following Epstein's death, hundreds of pages of civil documents were gradually made public, particularly throughout 2023 and 2024. These files include depositions, emails, contact lists, and witness statements. Many names appear without charges, without criminal investigations, and without convictions. Yet the volume of information reinforced public perception that the case extended beyond a single individual. The U.S. Department of Justice officially acknowledged serious failures within the federal detention system, but concluded that there was no public evidence of homicide. Even so, no high-level officials were criminally convicted for those failures. As a result, the Epstein case remains defined by a paradox. There's extensive documentation, there are powerful names, there is a single central conviction, and there remains a persistent sense that not all questions have been answered, not only about Epstein's death, but about how he was able to operate for so long, so close to power, without being stopped sooner.